Welcome everybody into this new video of TechPress. I'm going to be showing you in today's tutorial how we can actually publish our property to gain money into this great platform called Airbnb. So if you're really interested into this, let's just dive into it. So what can you expect of this actual video? Now, in this video, I'm going to be showing you what is exactly Airbnb, how you can set up our Airbnb listings. We're going to talk about guest experience and reviews. We're going to talk about maximizing earnings and a few tips about marketing into the Airbnb. And of course, there are a few tips and hacks that a lot of people can give you here into this actual section of the becoming an actual hoster of a property here into Airbnb. So let's get started. So what exactly is Airbnb and how does it work? So this platform actually allows you to rent out your home or a room to travelers from all over the world. It becomes incredibly popular from both hosts and guests. And you might be noticing that hotels and some other places are really expensive. So Airbnb is like another offer to people that can, let's say, offer the properties to rent to other people for more affordable prices. This is why this application is really popular so now. And you can become an actual host with the next steps. So first of all, let's move on into our computer. Now, as you can see here, I'm into the Airbnb section. And this is the very first thing that you see once you are here into Airbnb. You can see that there's a lot of inquiries, a lot of properties that you can get started into for rent. This is totally depending on where you're actually locating at. So in order to get started, let's click into this link into the upper side and let's go for sign up. So usually when you created your account here, it's going to be asking you for the country, the region you're currently living, and your phone number. Or do you want to add your Facebook account, your Google account, your Apple ID, or your email account? In our case, let's focus into something easy. For example, let's go into the Google. I click and this one automatically is going to be sending me here into sign in. So I choose my account. I hit now into continue. And then later on, it's going to be asking you about your first name, your last name, what is the birthday day here, your email. This is going to be used for the trip confirmations and receipts, so it's really important that you choose. If it's not like a private, you can use this for other stuff. So this info came from Google. After you are okay with that, if you don't want to receive marketing messages from Airbnb, just click into this option down below. Let's go into checkout, and now let's go into agree on continue. Now before that, I'm going to just go into my actual birth name, my actual birthday, agree and continue. Now we have here this community commitment that says that Airbnb is a community where anyone can belong. So to ensure this, I'm going to be asking you the following. So what you wanted to do is to agree to the Airbnb community, just hitting to continue, and just like that, we are now inside Airbnb. Now, usually here, confirmed our phone number is going to be easy for host, guests, and Airbnb to reach us. So what I wanted to do is to add my own phone number. Now you wanted to add a profile photo. I'm going to hit into upload my profile photo. Looking good, right? So now let's focus into the upper side. We have messages, we have notification, we have trips, we have the wish list, Airbnb, your home, account, help center, and logged out. If you click into the Airbnb Your Home, it's going to be sending you here into the host homes section. So usually in here, this Airbnb setup is going to be how we can get started about creating our very first property. So usually, let's say that I have a property, I wanted to become an actual host. So if I'm okay to get started, let's just go directly into tell us about your place, make it stand out, finish up and published. So you can go here into get started. And now we have the get one-to-one guidance from a super host. So if I go with matched with a super host, this one should be taking me into, let's go for where is your place. We have the we will look for a super host who can share tips about hosting in your area. So this one is going to be helping us, let's say, for people who are just getting started, and it's going to be, let's say, telling us, it's going to be showing us super hosts, people that have already been done a lot of, let's say, incomes into the actual Airbnb, and they're going to be taking us, they're going to be showing us tips and stuff for hosting in our area. So it's going to be really important to choose. Let's go for where is your place. I'm gonna just locate Montreal, Quebec. Let's go here into next. And now it says, will guests have the place to themselves? We'll look for superhosts with a similar setup. So it's really important to try to choose the most accurate you're actually into your, let's say, the session. It's gonna go for no, the place is shared, or yes, the place is all theirs. Let's go for get matched. And automatically it's gonna be showing me a lot of hosts here. For example, we have this Solomon, we have this gun from Dominican Republic, we have 6 years of hosting experience. Solomon's hotel is rated 5 stars, and you can click into start a chat. So usually this chat is going to be helping you to figure out what is actually working for those hosts, what came wrong, what could get good, a few tips before you can get started to publish your stuff, whatever. So usually it's going to be really, really helpful. If you're okay with just moving on to the next step, let's go here into next. And now we have this step number 2, which of this best describes your place. What you want to do is to choose the best stuff that most accurate for you. Let's go for look out for house, something really, really easy that almost everybody does. Let's go into next. And now here have what type of place will guests have. Really, really important. So if you wanted to rent your house, the entire place, a room, or just a shared room, for example. So it's going to be really, really important to choose something that is going to be really accurate for you. So in my case, let's go for entire place. I'm going to hit now to next. This one should be bringing you into where is your place located. So what you want to do is to enter your custom address. So what I can do is to use my current location if I wanted to, allow this, and hit now to continue. Alright, so we have to show some basic information about our place, like how many people can get in here. So let's say that we are starting here with our actual property, but you don't want to, let's say, allow more than 8 people into this house or 6 people. So let's say that I can show this for 4 people guest tops. Now I have the bedrooms. How many bedrooms do you have in your house available? So let's go for 3. How many beds are there? 3. How many bathrooms? Let's go for 2 or 3.5. So I'm just gonna leave this like that. I'm gonna hit now into next. Now we have make your place stand out. So this next step is the step number 2. Now in here, you want to add some amenities of your place offers. We want to add a few photos. We want to add a title, the description. So it's gonna be like the very first thing that people see before they clicked into your ad, into your published content into the Airbnb. So let's go here into next. And now check this out. We have to tell guests what your place has to offer. Let's say, for example, that we have Wi-Fi, we have a TV, there's a kitchen, there's a washer, there's free parking on premises, for example, there's or the paid parking on premises, depending on what's your actual element. Let's say that we have a pool, for example, we have an outdoor dining area, there's a piano. So that's totally optional for you guys. So what I wanted to do is just to try to scroll a little bit down. Do you have any of these safety items? For example, smoke alarm, carbon monoxide alarm, first an AI kit, AID, fire extinguisher, whatever. It's really important to have one of those if you don't have any of those. For instance, you might want to have something to have here into your house. Now it's going to be asking you to add some photos of your house. We have to drag your photos in here. You will need 5 photos to get started. You can add more or make changes later. So at least it's going to be asking us to add 5 photos. So why 5 photos? Because you wanted to add the essential of your, in this case, your property. For example, the entrance, how it's going to be looking at the backside, the bedrooms, the baths here, the living room, and we have now 5 photos. You don't have to take pictures to the whole entire house, just the elements that you're actually offering to your customers. In this case, to your guest, right? So this is the part where you wanted to get started by cleaning your space and trying to add the best high quality pictures of your property. So we are ready now to import a few photos of our actual properties. It's really, really important that you highlight the most precise in what you're actually really offering into your property. For example, let's say that you say that you have a piano into your property, so you wanted to add the space where the piano is located so people can see how it's going to be looking, this piano, where is this place located, what do you have to offer. If there's some quick lightings, there's a conditioner, there's a washer machine, whatever. So there's a lot of stuff that you wanted to add here, like the most feature stuff of your property, added that. So once again, once you added your phone, your images, let's go into continue. Now we have stunning photos to add into Airbnb. Now it's going to be asking us, let's give your house a title. So really important, show which titles work best. Have fun with it. You can always change this later. Now, I'm going to be showing you an actual tool that's going to be really useful for people who don't know how to add stunning images, stunning titles or descriptions for almost any kind of platform. In this case, Airbnb. So if you open a new tab, I'm going to tap chat.openai.com. Now this one is an actual application that works with artificial intelligence. If you don't know this by now, this is a really great tool that can help you with almost anything, any kind of task that relates something like this. So you can ask this server that is totally for free into ChatGPT. Have the link down below in the description. You can try to ask whatever you are looking for. Let's say, for example, here, I'm going to go here. We actually use these images to add into our, let's say, the example of Airbnb. Of course, we are not going to publish this. I'm just showing you how to get started into Airbnb. So I'm going to just close it because we no longer need this. And now check it out. It says, let's give your house a title, right? So I'm going to go here into ChatGPT. I'm going to go for create a short title to publish in, let's say, Airbnb as a post, comma, considering that this is a 3-bedroom house with a pool and great view to the mountains. Of course, this is just fake. Of course, you wanted to add the stuff that are actually really relevant to your actual household. Now, I'm going to hit into enter. There we go. We have tranquil 3-bedroom home with mountains view in Port City and, in this case, Mexico City. Now, why it actually appears Mexico City? Because here I'm actually located into Mexico City, so that's the reason why everything is pumped automatically. So you can just delete that, and instead of Mexico City, you can always change this for, let's say, Montreal, Canada, and that will be actually it. Now check it out. The maximum number of characters allowed to 32. So I can just delete this. Now you can tell ChatGPT to change this. For example, we have only 32 characters. Now I can copy this, paste it in here, and I go for no longer than, let's go even 30 characters. 30 characters, and now I have something shorter and easy. View pool house, 3BR mounted view pool house. It's really interesting, right? So I just delete this and update it. There we go. We have the really great title. You can add an emoji if you wanted to. I'm not sure if this one is actually allowed, but I'm going to try to import it. As you can see, symbols aren't allowed in the titles. That's a bummer, but you can add those into the description, so you don't have to worry about that. And now we go here into next. And of course, going to be asking us, next, let's describe our house. If this is peaceful, this is unique, family-friendly, stylish, central, spacious. So I can only choose 2 highlights. So let's go for peaceful and family-friendly. I'm going to go for next. And now check this out. Create your description. Share what makes your place special. So relax with the whole family, this peaceful place to stay. Once again, you can use ChatGPT. So I'm going to copy this section. I'm going to go for now, help me, so I can share what makes my place special. And if you want ChatGPT to add a few highlights of your place, let's say that you have a piano, you have a pool, you have air conditioner, it's a really huge house, or there's a lot of amenities around your place, you wanted to add those here. Let's go for consider that I have a pool, I have a piano. Let's go here. I'm gonna go into coma. Let's go for I have 3 big bedrooms, and it is a really tall house, for example, something like that. There we go. So now we have welcome to our spacious 3-bedroom mountain view retreat in Mexico City. Our tall house offers breathtaking vistas, a refreshed pool, and the melodious charm of a grand piano. Relax in style and soak up the view. So I just copy it and I paste it in here. So I just delete this exclamation stuff, and there we go. You can add up to 500 characters. Let's see if we can add an emoji now here. It actually just don't let us do it, so it's okay, no, don't worry. We have really great content now. So actually ChatGPT is a really great tool to add, really let's say help us to describe a little bit more professional what we are actually doing here into Airbnb. So you can use the ChatGPT for almost any kind of stuff. So you can create, you can go here into the actual ChatGPT, you can ask for codes, you can add for stuff for websites, for social media, you can do almost any kind of stuff and you wanted to save that later. So now we're going to hit into continue, and now we have the finished up and published. Now finally, you would choose booking settings, set up pricing, and publish your listing. I'm going to hit now into next, and check this out. Decide how you will confirm the reservations. This is something really important. So use instant booking. Guests can book automatically, or guests must ask if they can book. Usually this is a strong request reservations. So let's say that this is a really private stuff and you don't want anyone to come around your house. So what you wanted to do is to see if the people who are actually wanting to book, they have a really strong, great, and verified profile in order to get started into your actual, let's say into your house. Now, I can use instant booking so they can book automatically. If they book, this doesn't mean that they're actually trying, they're going to be making the reservation. Sometimes they make the reservations at the very first day, but then after a week or 2 weeks, they are no longer going to be, let's say, saving that. So you don't have to worry about it. What are you here into next? And now check this out. We have the choose who to welcome from your first reservation. You have the any person from Airbnb guest or an experienced guest. So after your first guest, anyone can book your place. So I'm going to hit into any Airbnb guest. So get reservation faster when you welcome anyone from the very Airbnb community. Hit into next. This is truly suggested for people who are just getting started. Now, setting up our price is something that a lot of people don't know how to get started. But let's say that in order to, let's say, figure out which is like the best offer, usually here we have the compare similar listings between this amount of money and this amount of money. So if I clicked here, it's going to be showing me a list of similar places where actually people are, let's say, making the Airbnb stuff. So people who are a little bit around me are making a few, let's say, 1,000 here, 2,000, 2,001, 1,500, 1,900, and so it comes from 1,000 to 2,000. You can scale that up a little bit, but what I usually do is to click into these places and see what they're actually offering. So as you can see, it's really huge and really great place. So if I look up for something else, I must see a similar place like my own. If you see that this one actually is better than yours and has more stuff to offer, maybe you want to lower a little bit more your prices. But with those elements, let's say, taking in mind, I might delete this and let's go for 800, for example, because we're just getting started. Now the guest price before taxes is 930 because we wanted to add taxes at the end of the video, right? So I'm gonna hit now into next, and there we go. So now we have the discount. Usually discount help places to stand out, to get booked faster, and to earn the first reviews. So reviews are going to be really useful for, let's say, to gain more trust between the application and the people who are going to be getting these booking sessions. So usually, let's say that we are just getting started and we haven't received any guests yet. This is our very first property, but you wanted to get reviews. Reviews are going to be really helpful so you can get more and more guests into your actual rentals of Airbnb. So usually I enable the 3 of them. I hit now into next. And now just one last step, which is, does your place have any of this? Security cameras, weapons, dangerous animals. So this is important things to know because we needed to be sure by the local laws and reviews and guest and host fees. So in this case, we don't have any weapons, we don't have any dangerous animals, but we do have security cameras around it because it's going to be really secure a place. So I'm going to hit now into next. And now we have the review your listing. So we have our images, we have our title, we have here the how it's going to be looking, the actual price, the show, the preview, what's next, confirmed a few details and published. Set up your calendar and adjust your settings. So you can see show preview like this, and this is how it's going to be looking your actual stuff, your actual published stuff that you have created here into the Airbnb. So it's actually looking really great. You have added here's the home, here's the guest, here's the title, here is our description, the amenities that we have added, the location. This is the full preview. So you can hit now into next. And now before you go directly in here, I'm going to hit now to get started. Because here, what you wanted to do is to get started to, let's say, to add your very first account as a host. So this is actually something that commonly appears for people who are just getting started into Airbnb. There are 2 things that need to be done. First of all, to confirm to the phone number in order to take care of the messages between the host and the guest, and of course Airbnb, because Airbnb the intermediate between both of them. So the last thing is to verify your identity. So this is something really easy, and we're going to be helping guests to feel more confident to booking into your place. So if I hit here, it's going to be asking us to add a government ID. You wanted to add an existing photo or to take a photo with your webcam. So you can go hit into continue, and you wanted to add the ID type of your ad. Let's say, for example, I'm from Canada. Here's our drive license or a passport or identity card. That totally depends on where you're actually currently living. Hit into continue, add your images, and just wait till the next 48 hours till your account is now being verified, and your phone number as well. And with that being said, with your actual listing, it should be added automatically and really easy. Last thing to take it in mind, if you go here into host section, now you have the host section into the upper side. As you can see, we have the host and experience finished your listing. Your listing should not be added once you've finished your identity and confirmed your phone number. So before we leave, there are 3 things that you need to take in mind before you're starting to add money here into your Airbnb elements. Number 1 is your rules. Since this is your house, you're going to be renting this to a lot of people, to a lot of guests, but this doesn't mean that you are not able to add your own rules. So if you want, for example, not allowed dogs or cats into your actual property, you wanted to add this directly into the description. You wanted to add your own custom rules, and you wanted to make sure that the people who are, let's say, booking or adding this stuff here into the Airbnb, they are aware of your actual rules. Number 2 is really important to check out how you're going to be getting paid. Usually Airbnb, a lot of payment method, so you can be receiving money through your Stripe account, to your PayPal, to your banking account, but it's really important to check out if the bank account that you're actually having is, let's say, associated with the Airbnb. And to find that out, what I do is to open a new tab here. I go for Airbnb payment providers, And usually we do have this new section, what payment system do those Airbnb use, what payment gateways the company like Uber and Airbnb use. And now we have here the article of the real Airbnb that says that you're actually allowing the third-party providers. So it's going to be really important that you take that in mind before you wanted to get started here into Airbnb, to want to make sure that you're going to be receiving your actual money directly into your bank so you can use this later. And lastly, really important, you want to make your guests feel as comfortable as much as you can. You wanted to have really strong communication between yourself and your guest when they are actually into your property. So at the end of the day, at the end of their stay, let's say for example from 1 or 2 nights, 3 nights, whatever, they're going to be sending you a really great review, and the review is, let's say, for us, the most valuable stuff that you want to have into an Airbnb account for hosting, because you wanted to, let's say, attract more guests into your actual Airbnb. So with that being said, guys, we have now reached the very end of the video. But don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you wanted to check out more tools of the Airbnb, how you can add your properties, more tips, more tools, and a few hacks that can help you to attract more customers, more guests into your properties, in this case, Airbnb. So once again, hopefully you found this video very valuable. Just in case you have any questions, you can leave it down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching our videos. We have lots and tons of videos like this directly into our text express videos here into YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. See you next time.